Okay, wait. Think we're good. Okay, yeah. All right.
Oh, there we are.
Yay.
Okay. Sorry about that, everyone.
Ta-da!
Can you hear us? Can you hear the music? We good?
The microphone's better. Music's better.
Okay. Sorry about that, everyone. I had to restart my computer. It's how bad it went. Everything broke all at the same time. I'm getting back to being productive again. I promise.
The moral of this story is don't unplug anything during a stream.
Yeah. Double moral of the story is that we need to have a computer where everything stays plugged into. And we don't keep unplugging every time I leave. Alright, so, switches. Timers.
Yep.
Let me know when I can get that.
Yep. I'm gonna do that. What I'm thinking I'm gonna do is...
Not do what I just did? And unplug shit?
Well, I was messing around with some stuff earlier, and I was able to get this stuff working pretty well.
Oh, yeah?
Not like in here, but like in whatever prototype stuff I was doing.
Right.
So... I don't know why this shit doesn't work, but what I'm going to do is I made a copy of your door and I'm going to break it.
Go ahead.
Because I need to make sure everything's working the way it needs
Do it. While this sits and loads, how's everybody in the channel doing? Got 12 people in here. Sorry about all the technical difficulties. I unplugged something and broke it all.
Remi touched something.
I touched something I wasn't supposed
to.
And it caught fire. And then everything also caught on fires nearby. You know. That is the best way to describe how this just went. Thank you.
That's pretty much the first half hour of the stream.
First half hour of the stream was that. Alright, well, I'm gonna go warm up my food really quick while this is loading. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. Just enough to my headship. Sorry. Ridiculous. How did I come back to?
Same old song.
Is it still the same song?
Yup.
Wait, hold on.
No, it's a 4.5-minute song. I just checked.
Okay, I'm about to say, hold on. Hold the fuck on. How's game development going, Remi?
Yep.
If that doesn't accurately describe how the process has been for Floppy. Same song every day, you get it. So, didn't get to say it because everything's going crazy, but Mutual Galaxy, thank you for following. We normally have things working.
Oh no, he left a long time ago.
Oh, shit. Well, then
He was like, oh cool, I'm gonna follow, then you guys are cool. It's like, he's like, I'm out of here.
Well, I tried. Oh wow, this really is from a game show.
Right?
Sounds like a video game for a minute. What?
My controller is missing. I must murder my wife. Florida man murders wife over controller.
Over Xbox PC controller, user 11.
It's right there! Where'd it go?
Whoa. Remi versus the Twitch stream. Final battle.
Wait, you're fighting the Twitch stream?
Apparently. Don't you hear the epic final music playing?
I mean... We'll get him right.
What are you talking about? This is a Final Fantasy. You're part of the party too.
Nope. I retreat.
Graham becomes an NPC character again. Well, I would love if a game did that. When you're in the party and like one of the characters is like, fuck this, I'm out. I'm not finding a team of monsters.
I'm out.
And it's just like, no, you have to do your attacks. Like, nope, NPC character. I don't have anything. I can sell you items.
Hey, you know all this cool gear I have? It's for sale suddenly.
Yeah, Alex, that's exactly it right there.
I sit down, I'm like, I'm doing the work. And I was like, nope, you gotta go to the bathroom.
Look, I'm being old.
Fuck you, you know that? Get off my lawn.
Sort of. I'm going to have this be a timer section. So the idea is that Floppy's going to hit a switch is over here. It's attached to that door. This would be water. This is sticky, so it prevents Floppy from moving fast. Water slows Floppy down as well, but he gets higher jumps. This would be a blank section. This would be an area of water with an elevation that goes to more water. And then I'm trying to have it, they have to jump this way and then try to work their way up. I'm sorry, Graham.
No, you can't just take that back.
No, take that. Just you can't make somebody's make fun of their bowel movements like that. You just can't do that. Initial Floppy.
Oh, is this initial D?
It's, every time I hear that, this type of music reminds me of Initial D. I called it. It was Initial D.
Okay.
Pretty damn sure it is. Yep.
Like that beginning intro, it sounds like a Mega Man.
Yep. Food.
You're gonna go work in the garage.
We're gonna get the kennel.
Don't let me get the kettle.
The game design kennel. The best of the Zeldas. I don't care what people say. Wind Waker and Breath of the Wild, two of the best Zeldas. Followed up by Twilight Princess. I definitely say, if you want a game that just, it feels like an adventure, and it's just very open and not that serious, Wind Waker is great for that. If you want a game that has a very serious tone, definitely check out Breath of the Wild or check out Twilight Princess. Both of them were extremely moody games. Both good in their own way. Yeah, Metroid! I'm liking his music he's playing today. Good stuff. Yeah, I can't wait before it gets past being a JPEG image. It's the same. You know, considering Floppy's gonna come out on Switch, you better go ahead and get a Switch sometime soon. But then again, PC Master Race, I get it. I too belong to the Master Race. Square peg, you're not wrong with that. E3 brought their image game strong this year. JPEG image strong. I just got hated that song. I remember.
What?
This dude. This is the dude that you go to the future to teach him this song, and then you go back to the past to learn this song from him. If I remember correctly, it was like some weird shit like that because it was Ocarina of Time. It was the dude with the crazy window.
Oh yeah.
And you had to go to the future to teach him the song. Or I'm sorry, rather, you went to the future to have the effects of the song, but by doing so, you taught him the song in the past by going to the future or whatever. No, wait, no. It's you went to the future to learn the song from him. Then you went back to the past as a child to teach him the song, so he could teach you in the future. That's what it was. Time travel bullshit. And he hated the song for it. I remember he was like all pissed when he played it. Is it?
You only get one.
You only get one. Can I request one extra thing on the timer when you get working?
God damn it, Remi.
It's a minor thing.
Uh-huh.
Can you just have a UI pop up?
Yeah, just have a UI pop up.
Look at yourself. Hi.
Just have a UI pop up, Remi. Anything else?
I'll just maybe a snow cone.
Oh yeah, sure, get right on that. What kind of snow cone you want, huh?
Would you like piss flavor? Because I got piss flavor snow
We
cones.
got yellow flavor.
We got yellow flavor. It's not lemonade, I'll tell you that. No, for real, can you can you have like a UI pop up just be on screen just with the countdown timer? So like when I'm testing it and I put like 10 seconds, there's 10 seconds in the corner of the screen. We'll do something nice later, but I just need something there to test with for now.
Wait, what the fuck?
Do I like Half-Life? Yeah, Half-Life is cool. I mean, the story was pretty awesome. You know, maybe one day they'll finish it. maybe when I get married and I have kids, they'll get to enjoy that story.
Someone get the sunblock for that bird.
Man. Oh, man, that's exactly how I feel when I think about Half-Life. What? Half-Life 3 finally confirmed? Hold on. I'm clicking this image.
I mean, what?
Oh.
What is this nonsense?
It's a texture.
Look, if the texture doesn't say Half-Life 3 confirmed, I'm not believing it.
Yep. Where is the Black Mesa logo? I'm looking at this shit right now. I see.
Oh, right there.
Where?
You gotta scroll down, buddy.
I'm looking at that. That's the Black Mesa logo?
Yeah.
I have to go back and look at that. It's been ages.
I mean,
Oh shit, you're right.
yeah, I'm right. I'm always right.
Oh, God damn it, Graham. Well, that could be anything, but let's hope it's something actual game. Not holding my breath, but let's hope.
It's probably just Valve like making an update to their last whatever Black Mesa game that was that they did. Like it was like a couple years ago, right?
Yeah.
Probably just gonna update that. They're like, there you go. It's definitely not Half-Life 3. Gift card.
It's for a VR controller. Interesting.
Really? If they make Half-Life 3 for VR, that's not gonna be good.
I mean, it'll get people to buy VR finally.
Yeah, but I feel like anybody who wants VR has already bought VR stuff.
Yeah, it's not as popular as people thought it was going to be. It's not accessible yet. It's too bulky. It's too expensive.
I mean, it's getting down there in price now. Like I think it's what the Oculus plus the hand things are like $300 or something now.
Still.
$350.
You know what? You know what I can get for $300? Fucking Switch with a couple of games. I'm just saying, it's just like
sure, but I mean,
hell, I could get PS4.
That's like a nice peripheral, which people lay down money for. Like people will lay down $300 for like a sweet driving wheel and pedals.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, or they'll lay down $300 for like I don't know, like the do they still make Guitar Heroes?
I mean, you're not wrong.
Back in my day, they had Guitar Heroes. You paid a couple $100 for those.
I remember those. We paid a nickel for them. Where's Rebecca when you need her? just comes in old. I feel bad for the girl. I keep trying to like say like, hey, you want to come watch movies with us and stuff? She's like, oh, I'm working. I'm like, oh, you know, you're welcome to come hang out with us whenever you got free time.
You should let her know that some more then, because
Why, she get all moody again?
I mean, I don't know. She always feels like you're very angry at her all the time.
But I'm angry with everyone all the time. That's just my default.
Yeah, but, you know, this is Rachio's, and so she's always thinks everything's about her. So
okay,
it's not. I mean, that's her fault entirely. But,
I mean, you're not wrong in any of that part of that sentence, but I get it.
Like sometimes she needs a little hand holding and hugging.
Fine, I'll give her a fucking snow cone.
Not the yellow one, Remi.
Not the yellow one. I just want a snow cone. Why is it yellow and smell weird? Oh, is this Skullgirls?
Oh, it sounds like it.
I think it is. Skullgirls had a sweet jazzy soundtrack.
That's actually one of the main reasons I picked up that game. Like, I'm awful at fighters, but I love fighters. And I'm like, that has a really good soundtrack.
Yeah, and it's like all done like a movie. That was the other thing, too.
Yeah.
It was like every stage was like a fighting act of a movie.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you're wondering what's going on, this whole section is water and sticky. So, like, these would be like little water sections, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Just made it. And this whole section is going to be a timer. So, Floppy's going to hit the timer over there. Gotta get that door over there. Everything here is designed to slow you down. So, I'm building this without the timer in mind, but kind of with the timer in mind.
Yeah.
Also, I think I figured out why Floppy's has the earrings from Kara. Joker did a big update to Kara and updated all the animation files. Yawn did something at one point in Unreal specific for Kara to work.
Specifically IK.
I don't think Joker put that back in. I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to talk to Joker for like the last week and a half, so I need to kind of sit down with him and go over everything. Video scheduler internal and what? What the hell? Windows, stop. Well, what time are we gonna go see the movie? Do you know yet?
I mean, we'll probably go for that, whatever the...
2:30?
Yeah. Because, I mean, we're gonna... Because, like I said, I mean...
We got the kiddos. I get it.
Well, me and Jeanette were, like, independently talking about it. Like, and then you're like, hey, you guys want to come visit the Incredibles with us? I was like, yeah.
Perfect time.
We're thinking of that as well. So, I mean, we're gonna pull her out, and we're gonna go see the movie probably around that time or something.
Okay.
So...
I'll go with you guys. Because I want to see it.
Aw, thanks, buddy.
Well, you know.
And then you'll just go later with everybody else.
Probably. That's single life! I can make irrational decisions all the time! And regret them later!
Yep. Structure is so bad.
So the new Floppy model, I'm hoping to get it finished by tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I did the hard part. Remaking his head, honestly, was the hardest thing, because it's the weirdest shape for him. Because it needs to be very curvy, but very, very roundish at the same time, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And since you look at the back of him so often, I want to make sure I didn't see, like, any weird artifacts, like weird neural map fakes or any shit like that.
Yeah.
So I wound up having to remake it, because it was just such a weird shape.
Okay, so you go in and you say you're unlocking the thing.
Rip.
Using the wrong variable, Remi.
Is that what it was?
No. That's just one of my current problems.
That's
Trust me,
one.
your problem is way bigger, and I'm fixing it.
Well, you know, I'm not gonna lie, kind of fucked up.
No, fuck it. Fuck it.
Oh man, Gur's auto rehosting with 18 viewers. Gur, we'll give you his channel. So 18 people are gonna sneak in.
Ooh.
Possibly. It's not a raid.
Is that something you get?
So.
I don't see it.
Yeah, so it shows up. Well, no, it shows up for me because I'm in. No, it should show up for you too.
Nope.
Really?
I mean, I see the chat window, I guess. I don't think anything else.
64 gigs doesn't matter if Windows takes a shit. I mean, you are not wrong whatsoever there, sir.
Hey man, you're never gonna need more than 32 meg of memory. Remember that?
Remember
Back in my day.
Back in my day.
Bill Gates said we'd never need more than 32 megabytes of memory.
Yeah. Remember when WinZip was it was an actual zip file drive? Like there was an actual zip drive?
Oh yeah!
I had one of those.
Like totally not a floppy, but
yeah, it was like basically like,
it's like a fat floppy.
Yeah, it was a super floppy, essentially. I remember having one of those.
I remember having one. One of my classes in college required one of those. I was like,
what?
Really? We're gonna go with this? Yeah, it was surreal.
But by college, I was ready to gain data by that point. I had to be. Because that was the time they were doing FireWire drives. At least I remember my school, they gave us like a portable hard drive, and it was like a FireWire, and I felt like so advanced. I'm like, oh man, I got like, what was it, like, God, how much room was on there? Like, I think like a gig or whatever, and I felt like, oh my god, I got a gig worth of space on here, guys. You know how much anime I can put on here? It's just like, I think about that now, and I'm like, I literally have hidden on my fucking keychain 64 gigs, just at any given time.
Yeah. Dude, I had back when it was like the new hotness, I had one of those little like micro drives, like little 4 gig micro drives.
Oh yeah.
And it was great because it was like any other thumb drive was like still in like the 500 meg or like maybe 1 gig territory.
Right.
And it was just like I just put it on the desk and like bah, it was like a dice.
It's just
like a D6.
Roll
just
for
like
initiative.
Boom, 4 gigs. Of course, the problem inherently with it was that it was a micro drive with moving parts. So it died really quickly.
Of course it did. Still thinks Floppy's underwater. That's not good. Man, we got 23 people in here. Hit our air horns.
23 people? Really?
Yeah, I got 23 right now.
Holy crap.
How you all doing?
All you new guys, how you doing tonight?
All you new people.
You ready to watch some game dev?
Yeah. Are you ready to watch some game development? Because I'm going to be in the same spot for a while doing the same thing over and over. I used to love this song.
Used to?
I mean, I still do, but like, you know, like when I first heard the song, this was like the song I immediately put to a CD player and I downloaded it to my big ass fucking what is it? Winamp shit. What was the portable Zune to my big ass Zune.
Yeah.
And for any of you who are new, who are watching or secretly watching, we have we have music selection, so you can go and request songs for us to listen to. It will be automatically put into our playlist, and we try to be good and we try to listen to what you put, but we are working, so if you're gonna be a troll, we do have the right to veto. But that hasn't happened in a while, so you know.
That said, it's okay to have a little fun with the song.
No, it's fun. It's okay to have some fun. We had one night where we had like easily like 20 kazoo songs playing. It kind of hit my limit to patience.
I loved it though, it was so good.
Donkey Kong, yeah! Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
right, man. I'm so bad at this. We have a lot of social media. We are growing as a community. We have a Discord community that we're very involved with. We are very active on there, and we show a lot of the updates on there. We also have Twitter. We also have Facebook. We also have Instagram. We also have Reddit. And we have a Game Jolt page. And all those things are on the bottom of our stream. You can just click the big green buttons, and it'll automatically take you to them. And merchandising, we don't have anything for sale yet. We are working on some things secretly, some molds that we're making for the characters, and we're going to start doing some contests in the future. In fact, once the stickers that we ordered come in the mail, probably by Monday, I'll start announcing the contest in our Discord live. And we're going to start giving away raffles in the Twitch stream as well, that will give away stickers, and then once we get the 3D prints going, we'll figure out how we're going to do that, but hopefully we'll be doing a little bit of raffles in here too. So, you know, you help us, we help you. You know, we want people to know about the game, so stick around. Tell people about the bunny game.
Have some fun.
And have some fun. And if you have any questions about the development of what we're doing, or what the game's about, or whatever, you let me know.
Or if you're working on something and you got a couple questions, we can try and answer what we can, as well as the guys in the chat have been pretty good too.
Yep. We had some people coming in asking about Unreal and Unity work, and I come from an Unreal background as well as some Unity as well. I used to work AAA, so I have a lot of weird inside things I kind of know. Same thing with Graham, so we kind of have knowledge in certain aspects, so if you have any questions, just let us know. Okay, I feel good about this. Oh, Henry's concepting out the water temple, by the way.
Good.
Yeah, he messaged me earlier today about it. He liked the idea that it's a turtle temple.
Nice.
And I told him, like, yeah, well, it makes sense. You go slow in the turtle temple, because it's water.
Gotta go fast.
Mm-hmm.
You go slow.
So Joey came up with a really cool idea for the Windy Valley. Because I was trying to figure out, like, okay, if every world has a unique guardian that you have to help in some way, that, like, you know, it's kind of like progression in the game. I wanted that the statues that we made in the game were the interactive elements for the level, right? So we have the statues with the turtle, they're the sticky turtles, right?
Yep.
You find the guardian of that level is a giant turtle.
Yep.
Kind of makes sense. So I was figuring the Windy Valley, the idea of the drilling and the turbines and all that stuff, like the digging site, I was trying to figure out like what creature would best represent that for a desert. And originally I was thinking like, you know, like, oh, well, you know, we'll do like a bird or something. It's like a bird that's obsessed with digging, you know, or whatever. And I'm like, nah, it's just too generic, you know, like a bird in the desert. I mean, it's just been done. So Joe had a cool idea. He's like, well, how about it's an eagle, and the eagle has its arm injured. And the reason why those turbines are everywhere in the level is like that's how it gets around. It bounces off those turbines, you know, like it's like able to push it around. And as you start repairing turbines, you're giving it the ability to move around again. And that's the way you kind of help it in that level. So the idea is
like the wind turbine. Okay.
Yeah. So the wind turbines are
that's
like
a good idea.
It's the wings of the eagle. Like they basically look like giant feathers, but like they're mechanical feathers.
Or a flying squirrel.
I thought about flying squirrel too. I honestly thought a mole, but hear me out. I thought a mole that was obsessed with digging. He digs or whatever.
Yeah.
But I figured like he's obsessed with flying instead of digging, and he wants to be a bird. So that's the reason why he put the turbines everywhere, so he can glide slightly. But he's a crappy mole.
Like a rock.
He just falls like a rock every time.
Fly.
I believe I could. U.S. Zikin. Yeah, it's. So I understand why a lot of people don't do this, and honestly, a big part of it is it's distracting. On the other hand, for me and Graham, we actually kind of like being in an environment where we get to talk to people, because we used to work at bigger studios, so it's nice to have people to talk to. And honestly, 9 times out of 10, we were fighting our jukebox. That was like half of our night. We were trying to figure out what to play on Alexa, and we couldn't figure it out. So I jokingly said, let's just have people figure out music for us, and this has been going great.
Yeah, I love hearing everybody else's like musical interests, because I live in a bubble of my music interests, and that's it.
Same here.
So it's good to hear what other people like to hear. And we used to have fun programs that would like give you good suggestions on music, and then they all went away.
Yeah, they know I'm with the shit. What is this for? What?
Oh, what?
Are you still going with the idea that the camera's going to look at it when it happens?
I need to do this first.
Okay.
Check it out.
I'm looking.
Down and times up. But I can make that the new timeline faster. I need to get the
base logic going. Okay.
Yeah.
Which one of you do the art assets? That's a me question. That's it's not entirely true. We are a small team. We're primarily 3
stick figures.
Yeah, we're primarily 3 core that work on the project pretty heavily. However, we have 2 animators, we have an extra environment artist, which has free time, and we have another technical artist who helps out more on the visual effects side of things, and then an additional technical / programmer that helps out when he has free time. He works a very crazy schedule, so he doesn't get a lot of free time. So primarily it's me and it's Graham as the main guys working on this, and 80% of the artwork that you see in here, between the environments, the characters, and everything in between, that's me. I made the characters, I made the 3D artwork for the environments. The really big stuff, like these big floating land masses, this was made by the other environment artists who helped us out. But all the interactive elements, like the things that you collect, the collectibles, the foliage, the smashable surfaces, all the weird, goofy-looking floating rocks and things that we have all in the game, and like all their blueprints. That's all stuff I made. So, yeah, I keep busy. But I primarily focus on the game design as much as possible, because I really like making the levels and the level design and the interactive experience more so than the artwork. But I used to be a AAA professional artist in the industry. That was my bread and butter for years. So, gotta do what you're good at. Luckily, I know a lot of people in the industry who are friends of mine who all kind of like what we're doing. So every once in a while, they give helping hands when we need it. But primarily me and Graham. Oh, and all the concept art in the game was made by our art director, Henry. Another very busy individual, but he and I have worked together for many years, and he concepted out everything in the game that I've built. At least the big stuff, like the characters and a lot of the world stuff.
Of the Manticore.
The Manticore.
Oh, it's time.
I mean, well, it's kind of a hard question to answer because it depends on the complexity of what it is. Kara, for example, she's one of the two main characters of the game. Is this floating stone carrot? She took like around, I don't know, day and a half worth of the high poly, and then after that, baking texturing took like another day or so. So, all said and done, she was ready and working by the end of the week. Floppy, kind of same deal. He was all modeled in Max, and then baked out, and then textured, and he was done in a couple of days. It just all depends, really. You know, I'm gonna be making a very large, important character soon for the game once I get a concept from Henry, because he's going to be like 80% of the screen size because he's huge, so I need to give more attention to that. What is that music? Oh no, we're being invaded.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
She's actually wearing the suit of armor.
And holding the sword.
And holding the sword.
Sorry.
It's okay. This is a...
There we go.
Can you try? Okay, here. Let me restart for you.
And then you put it on her, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's so cute.
There you go. You remember how to play? Please play, Tessin.
You do it.
If you're wondering, this is our creative director right here. Remember, it's this button. This one. This one right here. You gotta hold this one down. Remember? See,
Hi,
here, see the
baby.
armor is awesome.
Right? Bye.
Bye-bye. Go defeat the dragon. That was pretty awesome. Did she put it on herself? Okay.
What? She always like that, right? And actually, Autumn was dressed like that as she went to get me milk, so I could refill Brienne's thing. So she was like a little knight bringing me milk. It was awesome. And then she took it off, and Brienne obviously was like, well, she had it on. So she was like,
None shall pass.
She's bringing it to me like, I need this on me.
Oh my god.
So then I put it on her, and I was like, let's go see that.
So, speaking of that, I'm actually saving up a couple bucks because I'm going to be building up my next Renaissance outfit. I'm going to do a full Crusader outfit this time around.
Cool.
Nice.
I found out some things about the Crusaders. They made them way cooler than I originally thought. They're where the skull and crossbones came from piracy. I never knew that because they believed that the skull represented mortality, and the reason why they had skulls on their shields, on their weapons, wasn't like symbols of death. It was to remind them that they had to do a mission, and the mission they had to do it in their lifetime. It reminded them of their mortality. And then the pirates adapted that in time. I never knew any of that, and I'm like, that is way cooler than I thought.
That like make haste because you don't have all day.
Basically, it's like, you know, because they were like on a quest from God, quote unquote. So it's like, you know, like you have your mortality of your lifetime to do this task. So they would adorn skulls on their bodies, like, you know, like on their armors and stuff.
Took it all off.
Well, you took it all off already?
Where did that go?
The bunny.
Yeah, Zekin, no problem. We are here, and, you know, we answer questions.
The bunny.
Say Floppy. Floppy? Floppy. Okay, close enough.
No, you're right. It is Dada.
It is Dada. That's gonna be like one of your nicknames. I'm gonna get Floppy. doing pretty good, Autumn.
How's you doing on that? Yeah, we have a robot.
Don't grab my sneakers and get gross. So, it's not there yet, but that's gonna be all in the water. You can see fish and little robot fish underneath there. Yep. Oh, careful, careful.
No. Okay, let's go. Come on.
You're the boss.
Bye bye. Is it bedtime? Let's go.
This is just like.
Well, you gotta listen. Thank you. Let's go. Oh. That's a bunny. Come on, let's go.
Alright, I have to keep working on Floppy.
Okay, so thank you for letting me play and give it back to him. 1, 2.
Autumn. Come on.
Okay. Pajamas, baby.
Now it's bedtime for you.
Give Daddy hugs and kisses. Night night.
Hugs and kisses?
Brienne, hugs and kisses.
No hugs and kisses? Are you guys kidding me?
Oh man. Traitors.
No hugs and kisses?
Knights do not hug and kiss.
Night night to bed.
Kiss?
Okay? Then bedtime with
Can I give you a kiss?
Yeah.
Alright. Come on. I'm gonna drop you. There you go.
Pajamas.
Pajamas now. No, come here. Come in.
It's nighttime. Night night.
You give me hugs. No hugs. No hugs. No hugs. Alright, I'll see you later. No hugs. Bye.
Really? That's awesome.
Okay. Kisses. Mwah. Night night, baby.
Bye bye.
What are you doing?
None shall
You
pass.
dropped me. Oh, I saw it. Pajamas.
Get going.
You're not a cat. Get up.
Really just want to point the camera down at her.
Push back the daughter. Oh no.
Oh no. Daughter is.
You're as bad as the soccer players.
Let me work over here. Why did you fall over there?
Oh no.
I love that it's all like filmed too.
Rude.
My favorite is the one where like they step on the feet and they show them like
on.
like
Go
hanging,
get
like, on the
pajamas.
sides. It's like what do you,
Go get pajamas.
you like step on your foot? It's okay.
Yeah, right? There was one where it's like somebody like barely touched his foot. He took like another step and a half, and then he was like, oh, like jumped, and it's
Slow
like,
motion.
oh no, my leg.
I will never understand how soccer is not considered to be the pro wrestling of sports. Because that shit is just so exaggerated. Rude. Yeah, you got us, buddy. Sorry. So yeah, Zekin, sorry about that. That was our creative director in our legal department that ran in.
We run a tight ship here.
We run a tight ship.
No funny business with these guys.
Did you ever watch Steins Gate?
Who?
Steins Gate, the anime. Did you ever watch it?
No.
Oh, dude, it's really good. It's old at this point. Scout Dickens. How you doing, buddy? Doing good. Good. How you doing, Scout Dickens? Do I remember you?
I remember you. You were that guy that we just, man, we couldn't, I don't know.
I mean,
and then that thing that we saw,
and then that thing that you did that time,
remember
man. That was,
where we were? And the lines for that.
Oh man, just and then there's blood everywhere. Oh man, just it was a rough
all
night.
of the blood, like
It was-
I don't know.
Literally, all the blood got punched out all at once. Sorry, Dickens. Like every, Kill Potato 28 username, it's really hard to remember people that don't do something either that I really remember or have a name that I kind of remember. Can you kind of fill me in? Oh yeah, so like I was saying, so skeletons. Yeah, so I was saying, Steins Gate, if you haven't seen it, it's an awesome series. The premise is this guy is like an inventor, and quote unquote, he's supposed to be like a mad scientist, but it's not like wacky anime bullshit. It's like more of it's like a Cowboy Bebop that has like a more serious tone. It's a little bit older at this point, but the premise is this guy is an inventor and he builds different gadgets. And the idea was he was trying to make a microwave that you could control with your phone to turn on and off. He accidentally made a time machine.
Okay.
But it's not like a time machine like open, bubble, and then that time bubble appears like Terminator. It works through text messages. So you'll receive a text message from the future in the past. That type of deal.
Huh.
As the series goes on, he starts understanding how the machine works that he made by accident, and then he starts figuring out a way to transfer memories from person to person. And it's pretty cool because basically it's like this guy tries... It's kind of like Groundhog Day. Like he's trying to alter something really bad that happens in the series, and he stays stuck in a loop trying to do it. And it's a really good series. It's like 20-something odd episodes. So the reason I bring it up is because it's old at this point, but now there's a new 2018 version that explains the really bad part of the series where he was stuck in the Groundhog Day moment. Yeah. They only touched that like in one episode. But remember, like, Groundhog Day, when you read the book, like, he was stuck in that loop for, like, 200 years or whatever? Or some ridiculous number. It's a similar kind of concept where the series is showing the loop. And showing, like, all the weird shit that happened during the loop. So it's really cool if you haven't seen it. I'd recommend checking it out.
I'll have to check it out.
Steins Gate. It's
All this free time I have.
I know, look at all this fucking free time I'm holding, too. It's just amazing. It's just overflowing with this free time.
I mean, what am I going to do with all this free time, Remy?
I don't know, Graham. Write a book? I mean, how are we gonna get better at our shitty fluting or our kazoos if we don't have all this free time, right?
Right. Who can you not hear clearly? Us in general, or Remy, or just me? Scout Dickens.
Okay, tweaked it slightly for you, buddy. Mr. Dickens. Man, loving his music selection today, everyone.
I know, they've been actually pretty nice to us today.
Yeah, I know. Maybe they saw me broke last time into tears and they realized it's just like, that's not good. Literally ran to a corner crying. I just want to make the bunny game. No, that's okay, Alex. I'm actually really appreciating today's stream. I'm okay with mashups. Mashups are good. We're the most funny team on Twitch. Oh, man.
Really? How did that happen?
You know, fucking kazoos. That's how it happened. The kazoos did the work for us, you see.
Oh, okay.
Well, Scout, that's really nice. Thanks, man. Feel free to, you know, be part of our community, you know, if you want to see more of us. We do have social media. I mentioned it earlier, but we have Twitch, Discord, we have Facebook, Instagram, Reddit.
We really like hearing goofy songs.
Yeah, we do like hearing goofy songs.
As much as Remi is all grumps about it.
We're like the game grumps, but like we actually make games. Immediately just lose my shit every time we're fucking working. May the Schwartz be with you. Sploosh.
Sploosh.
I'm gonna have that as a sound clip until we get proper audio in here. And every time Floppy lands in the water, you're just gonna hear a sploosh. Time.
That's fine. Make games, grumps, grumpy devs,
Dev grumps. That's gonna be the hashtag every time that we're developing something. Dev grumps.
Oh no! What happened?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh man! Gianni!
What do we get?
Ginny!
Jojny!
What we got? He put some bits.
Give us some cheers! Wah wah! Thank you very much, Jojny.
Johnny? Johnny? As like there's some like Japanese.
Oh, here comes the shitty flutes.
No. Give it a chance.
Oh, okay. Why did that start out like a shitty
It started
flute?
kind of shitty, but it made up for it.
Uh-huh.
Johnny! I think it's because we were just joking about all the anime stuff earlier, and I read your name totally dyslexic just now. So, you know what? It's a happy accident, but I'm glad I got it right.
Honestly, I try to butcher names because everyone always butchers mine. So
Graham.
I just, you know what?
Dude,
Do you know how often I get like a call from somebody and they're like, "Yes, is this Graham? Graham?"
Graham.
I'm like, "No, I've never heard of that person. I'll see you later."
This is Graham of Isengard.
Graham of Isengard.
Son of Beham.
I'm liking this. This is. Oh no! And then. And then you go. I don't want you to go thing. I want you to do the thing. Take it to
What is this from? I'm not changing it, I just need to know what this is from.
What is it?
It's a mashup of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and Lazy Town. We are number one. The dude with the big chin. It took me a while to kind of realize where the second part was from. Oh, are they that far in the series already?
Your room looks like mine, like a jungle. Well, thank you very much. This is all thanks to my organizational expertise. You can see that I've decorated it with a bunch of crap behind me.
Random.
It's very in these days.
It's very in.
This is the new
Clutter.
modern
Clutter is the new modern.
clutter. That's what I like to call it.
It's a contemporary
with a nice,
look.
with a nice backsplash of brown.
Jesus Christ.
All it's missing is some, trees, and then it will be a jungle.
Welcome to the jungle. You know who I'm surprised doesn't join us on our streams as much as we joke about her?
Ragios?
I'm really surprised she doesn't.
I
invited her one
a few
time.
times. She said she might drop in one of these times, but I don't know.
Let me get a little bit further along.
You'd think that someone who's constantly on Facebook would
Right?
catch one of our messages every once in a while.
You know,
Actually, no. To be fair to her, she usually is working right now.
Okay.
She does those paint night things, and it's literally from I feel it's from 5 or not 5, but
like 5 p.m.
it's
to
6
10.
until 9.
Okay.
Typically.
So good on her.
Yeah.
Oh man, we're getting raided yet again.
Ooh!
Use the boost to get through.
Party of 9.
Oh no!
Bunnies unite!
But this is what happens with rabbits. They just start multiplying. I think I know who that is too.
I get my wizard hat and robe.
I just start raging. Just immediately just start raging. You don't even have your axe. Raging!
How many cables are in the room? 50 plus? Yep. It's that's a design decision. It's
yeah. Says to you snapping. Oh man, tell Dragon Wiener that he needs to chill out. Damn it. It's his wife. It took me a minute to click in who that was.
No, there was another Alex in here the other night. Will Alexander.
Yeah, sorry, Word Alex. It's an old coworker of ours, Dragon Wiener. Dragon Wiener is trolling me from the distance.
From beyond the screen.
From beyond the stream. Bro, do you even snap?
Bro, do you even snap? Thank you for following us, by the way, Bob and Weave Costumes.
Yeah, Bob Weave, thank you for joining. Hope you're all doing well. I am just a messenger. Are you gonna be there on Saturday? How do I feel about?
That's the 30th.
Is it
So
30?
it's next Saturday.
Next Saturday. Okay, it's next Saturday. That's better. All right, good. I was worried I was gonna have to cut my day short. Oh man, Bubba Boy.
Power.
Bob and Weave. Bob and Weave is following.
Oh, she rated us. Okay. That's pretty cool. God damn it. Yeah, tell him to get on.
You're confusing me now.
I mean, don't leave, but like, you know, tell him just to get in here.
Just tell him to come hang out. Okay, bye. Alright, I'm really going to be happy with this temple once we get the last bits working. This is going to be a fun little challenge area.
What? Another one?
I heard a boing!
Boing a barn.
Nolan Create, thank you so much for following.
Is it Nolan or No Land?
No, or Nolan Create.
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 Ulan. Create.
It's pronounced Nuan.
Nuan. Okay.
Nuan Q.
Follow train hide. Whoop whoop.
Uh-oh. Creative director sounds like she needs a nap. I don't have a way for him to get back. I just thought about this. Did it work?
I mean, it's working pretty good. Like, it'll go down.
Who runs this rabbit? B.
I just got what you did.
My dad used to do that to me all the time growing up. That's the reason why. It's
so
like
here, figure this out. Boop.
one of the few dad jokes I know. Awesome.
So, I think I gotta tweak a few things. I gotta do the camera still.
Yeah, so have the camera look at it
Yeah.
once it goes up, and even if it's ugly, just have some sort of timer that we can edit, and it pops up on screen so I can see how many seconds are left. We're probably going to keep something like that long term in the game, but like we'll do something more elegant.
So you want timer rental.
is this? Oh, it's Persona. Okay, I knew it sounded familiar. Persona. Where I shoot myself in the head.
Well, how's that for to print out? Is that alright? Just having that there?
Yeah, it works for now.
I mean, if you want like an actual element.
Like, we're gonna need to do an actual element, but for now, for gameplay testing, I just need that.
Okay.
Just so I know how many seconds are left before it runs out.
Okay. And I'll actually put it on the other side of this so it's properly prints when it's on the middle.
Okay?
Yeah.
Where are we from? We're from a very strange European land called Florida.
We're from New Europe?
We're from Orlando, Florida, but the team that works on the project's all split. So our business partner, Jan, lives in Germany. Our animators live both in Canada and in Virginia. Our art director, who helps with the concepts, he lives in Utah.
And Joker lives in
And Joker lives in California. And
he works for the big boy company.
yeah, he works for a big boy company. And the other person works for a big boy company. She lives in Maryland.
Oh, yeah.
Technically, we got 3 people working for big boy companies. Because, I don't know, he left Ubisoft recently. I take that back.
Okay.
Yeah, he went to a smaller studio.
Nice.
But still in Canada. He was just sick of working at Ubi. Well, they had him clean mocap up. That's all he was doing. Like, that would drive me crazy, too.
Yeah.
That's like if you gave me a 3D print file every time there was 3D scan, and you told me make it a video game model. That's the equivalent of hell.
Wait a minute. I was just talking to you about that earlier.
No. 3D scanning something, and then say make a video game model out of the 3D scan.
Okay.
That's complete hell because it comes out really shitty looking. You have to remake it from scratch. It's just a nightmare.
Yeah.
They did that for Emirates, remember?
Yeah.
And it was a
I
nightmare.
remember that.
And it was a fucking nightmare. Welcome to the jungle. Alright, this song's definitely gonna give us copyright. Just thought about it. It's such a good song, though.
It's alright, man. Whatever. Alright, so now...
Dude, 64 gigs of RAM, $800.
What?
Right? Because I thought my computer really...
Hold on. 64 gigs of RAM? $800?
$800.
You can get, like...
32
Yeah.
is 300 something. That's still the same. As soon as you hit double that digit,
But
like
just get 2 things of 32.
32 by itself still goes for $300 a pop. So at max, you're still spending between $600 to $800 depending on which brand you go with.
I mean, 600 to 800 is now a range of $200. Like, you're saving yourself...
But the shittier brands are 600. The good ones like Corsair.
Hold on.
I'm not kidding. Look it up on Amazon.
What brand of RAM are you talking
I was looking at Corsair. DDR4. That's the other thing too. It can't be DDR3. The prices were fucking ridiculous when I was looking.
Okay, so that's like 32 gigs. I want 2 X16, 360. Jesus.
See? So when you go into 64,
Man, I've been out of the loop on this.
me
stuff
too,
for a
because
while,
RAM was
apparently.
cheap. RAM was super cheap until like apparently 2 years ago. So, because the whole thing is like, I thought my computer totally took a dump. So like, I was looking into like, shit, how much is it going to cost to get a new motherboard, CPU, RAM? Because I'm at that point where I need to consider upgrading.
Yeah.
And I was, I was paying like $1,000 like when I was going into like CPU and RAM, like for super high end, and then like lower super high end was like $600, which is more what I expected. But then I was looking at RAM, it's like almost another $1,000. I'm like, how is this possible?
Crazy.
Right? So I was specking out like a full computer. Like if I was to build like a current gen tank computer that will last for like 5 to 10 years. The current one I have, I built with $3,000 and upgrades over the last 8 years.
Yeah, I mean,
This-
like.
Well, no, I was pricing out for like a current gen tank going 64 gigs,
Yeah.
going like an i8 processor or i9 processor, and going like with a motherboard that can handle up to 128 gigs for the future. Not including GPU, not including hard drives or anything. Just that bare minimum. That was already $3,000 by itself. It was ridiculous.
Damn.
So if I was actually building a computer that was super high end, current gen, building a graphics card and a hard drive and everything else with power supply, I would easily be spending $5,000. I couldn't believe how expensive it's gotten recently.
I know, that's crazy.
No, I didn't check Newegg, but like, you
No, I
know,
mean, you're not finding much better here.
I heard it was no difference.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Right?
That'd help if you want to get the RGB shit.
Right?
$450 just for 32 gigs.
I don't even know what the RGB shit is. Like, to be perfectly honest, it's just...
Stuff that, like,
it's just-
pulses like my mouse.
That's it?
Yeah.
Ugh,
It's just on
whatever.
your RAM stick.
No, I get it. Just, it's dumb.
It is. Especially if it's something you're not going to see.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's dumb. And, like, I don't do clear cases anymore. It's why I realized I produce too much heat, so I kept everything self-contained.
That's crazy. That's absurd.
Right? So apparently, like, that's part of the whole. From where I read into it, it's part of the GPU issues going on right now. And the GPU issues we have going on are partially because of phones and partially because of, you guessed it, data miners.
Of course.
So all this shit is in relation to that. So fucking all you guys that have your dumb bitcoins, fuck.
Hey, man. Don't knock those guys.
Oh wait, you are one of those guys. I forgot. I forgot that you do it. Oh hey,
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi, Mark.
good tag.
The cord is tacked. Just beware of that.
Okay.
I'm just adding extra difficulty for you. Oh, no.
Oh no,
Clearance.
security clearance denied. We've had like 20-something people on the stream pretty much all night.
Consistently all night. That's
That's
awesome.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
When I came in, it was like 27 and then 25.
Yeah, then we totally shit the bed on this tree.
Yeah, then we totally, that was not my fault.
It was totally your fault. Someone was like, "Oh, hold on, I'm gonna tweak something real quick," and they just yanked all the cords out.
I thought they would just be like, oh, it's a loose wire. Just
sure.
replug it.
That's usually the problem. Alright, that can go to hell.
You got new followers, too?
Yeah, we got a couple new followers.
Pretty good stream of them too.
Someone rated us again.
Yeah, cool.
Not with a lot of
Yeah,
people,
we got
but
8.
but still had a rate of 8. I understand how raids work now. So when we end the stream, we should try to play it forward with someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try.
Like that nonsense.
You know what? You are not necessary.
To infinity and beyond.
That reminds me, I really want to go to Disney now they've opened the Pixar land.
Do you really though?
Because Kinda.
Because
I haven't
that
seen.
is just a massive sea of people and sweat.
Well, yes, it's summertime right now. I was thinking more
tourism.
like winter, like when it was cooler.
Yeah, it doesn't matter anymore. They're always like full of like jillions of people.
Yeah, but I
Dude,
wanna...
they got the freaking Pandora Land now.
I know, I
which
wanna
is
see
like
that too.
here's a jillion more people, and then now
And then
they're making plans for freaking Star Wars Land.
I know, and then the current Star Wars area is
Yeah,
updated
that
too.
face right there. That's how many people.
Yeah, everybody's making that face. I made that face when they announced it. So the cool thing I read about that is that they have a whole interactive immersion experience. So if you have
Yeah.
one of the bands, you're tracked by the staff,
Oh, I'm
and
sure.
quote unquote things that you ride and things you interact with will either mean you're for or against the Empire. And then people will start messing with you depending
so
on
like
it.
a rebel or not.
And then, like, if you're a rebel,
You
the
understand.
quote-unquote, like, bounty hunter guys will start messing with you, like, saying, let me see ID, like, stuff
I
like
love
that.
that.
That's awesome.
You
Like,
understand though that like Disney
So
is.
they're gonna be done.
oh, they
with-
bought Fox today, too. Did you hear that? They bought Fox for
Wait.
72 million, or 72
Oh.
billion. Sorry, billion.
that actually went through.
Yeah.
That was really fast.
Anyway, about them having Star Wars Land. Is this gonna be ready and finished by the time like Brienne is Autumn's age?
Next year.
So it won't be as nuancy by the time Brienne is Autumn age.
Yeah,
Probably.
There'll just be
2 more years.
80, 100,000 more people by the time we actually go.
Okay.
But then again, they'll probably have a lot of bells and whistles, like, all ironed out by that point.
And it'll be a Disney
Yeah, but it
park
won't matter.
potentially. So if you
It
have
is
that
a Disney
annual,
park.
If you have that annual pass.
Yeah.
Oh no, they'll find a way to charge you more for it.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
By the way, I don't know if anyone knows or cares about this or notices it, but like Disney is totally doing a test bed for tracking your every movement with those freaking magic bands.
Man, you are really anti-Disney. So, man,
No, I'm not anti-Disney. I want to go to Disney when there's like 10 people there.
All right,
I'd love to go to Disney.
All right,
like,
Cartman.
Like this week would have been okay because
Well-
it's raining.
Yeah, if
wanna
you
go-
don't want
you
to
wanna
ride
go-
rides, why would you go to Disney without
Yeah,
riding?
they'll still run the rides as long as there's no lightning.
There's been lightning,
There's been lightning, unfortunately.
We just wander around.
but it's like you can't go to Disney World right now at any time during the year where it's less than like 300,000 people.
Well, maybe that's why they're making other parks is to kind of like pull number.
Oh yeah, No, it's
You're so incredibly salty about this. What's going on?
because I want to go to Disney, but there's too
Because I
many.
want to go to Disney.
There's too many goddamn people in the world that want to go to Disney.
Mom, why not Disney?
So one thing we learned from like parking, like legitimately, annual passes. You don't get there when the park opens, and you don't leave when the park closes.
They're trying. See, Disney's combating overcrowdedness because their annual passes have gone up like 20% over the past like couple of years.
Supply demand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If people will still pay
that's
for
the
it, why
problem.
not?
And that's the problem.
Is by the time this all like normalizes out again, the annual pass is going to be worth, or is going to be like costing probably another 50%
Right.
increase.
So we've talked about it in terms of like how often you would go.
So,
If you go often enough.
So that's the
you
thing.
pay
Me,
for it. Like,
so me and Joe were arguing the same thing not too long ago because Joe was like, "Should I get annual pass?" And I'm like, "It's too expensive." So we started figuring out the number game.
You got to go out 10 times.
So you have to go 10 times, but it actually costs more if you don't upgrade to the platinum. And the reason why is because of the parking. Because
Oh,
the parking
yeah.
fluctuates depending on the season. I didn't know that till recently. So for Christmas time, it's actually more expensive to park there. So however, if you go with the higher one, the blackout dates don't apply to you. So if you go 10 times with the platinum one, it's $1,000. You get your money's worth.
Yep. Minimum though. You
Minimum.
gotta go minimum 10 times.
Minimum. But that means you could go on the
if
holidays.
you
And the
think about
holidays
it,
are bigger.
Once a month.
Yeah.
You could go once a month. Like that's
Yeah.
And if you have an annual pass,
Yeah, but here's the thing. We went like 3 days. Or we went for like 1 day, like for our 3-day random pass, and I was done. There's too many people. There's too much like
just-
beard sweat from everybody else around you.
Weird sweat.
There's too many like people with just like kids that are
Okay.
annoying.
so things like
The
I said.
strollers alone. You didn't have to park the freaking stroller. Which, by the way, they're changing that whole system. Where, like, you have to go and, like, you have to actually get, like, a parking ticket. Like, a parking lot stroller parking ticket. For where they
you
park.
serious?
Yeah. Like,
Because they probably had people taking other people's strollers.
no, what they had was you'd park your stroller, you'd go to the ride, you'd come back, your strollers move. Not necessarily by somebody else, potentially by a park person who's like, oh, there's a spot over here, let's move it over there. Now it's going to be like there's more there's more areas to park strollers, but it's pretty much going to be like stroller valet, where like
Stroller valet.
you give them the thing and they give you a color, and then you just have to go find your stroller in that color spot after the ride. They're not going to get it for you. They're just going to go put it somewhere for you. Like, this is the kind of crap that you have to deal with at Disney.
But I really want to go Star Wars Land, guys. I'm sorry.
I want to go Star Wars Land.
I just really want to go. I just want to go ahead and just have the bounty hunters try to hunt me down. I just want to see what happens.
Look, we live in Florida, so again, when kids are littler, go to like Legoland for like.
Oh yeah, because that's worth it.
It totally.
So that's the only theme park I haven't been to, because like apparently the prerequisite is you need a child to get in there. I heard that from someone, just never bothered.
Most of the rides are all geared towards kids.
Yeah.
You just look like a creeper if you go
right.
yourself.
And that kind of worries me. Like, I want to go play with Legos because I liked Legos growing up and I want to see it. But then I heard like, no, it's made for kids.
So here's the thing.
They see me strolling.
Next time we are considering going to Legoland, we'll let you know.
Okay, that's.
And then you can go with us because you'll have kids in the group.
You can be like that weird overgrown kid that's just like, I'm gonna go on the Lego ride.
They're like, sir, please get off the ride. No.
How old are you, sir? Get off my lawn!
Get off my lawn!
Just say you're like this many. And give a funny grin.
It's like, I'm this many, I'm like drinking a beer, so I'm saying that.
Wait a minute.
It's like, you are an extremely...
I'm this many, wait. I thought you were talking decades instead.
So, sorry. This many then.
Yeah.
No, the way you gotta do Disney is you gotta be like how her mom does it, where she's like, oh no, I'm handicapped and old. I gotta get my little go-go cart. And yeah, you do it too. But like, as soon as they see that motorized cart, they're like, oh, right in front, ma'am. Like, there you go.
Beep, beep.
Yeah, beep, beep.
So last time we went to Disney, both my mom and I had electric carts.
Why did you have an electric cart? I can
Because
understand
she's
you're
lazy. Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
This is recording because I would have called you at first. So you have to remember the last time we went, it was like last April. And I don't know if you remember what I was going through.
Oh, right. No, I forgot.
I had a cane.
Yes,
I
I
had a
forgot.
herniated disc in my back.
I know.
I forgot about that.
To be fair, though, you never have not gone with a motorized cart.
Yeah. There was one time I went with Disney and my dad and I shared a not motorized cart.
Oh, but you still had a wheelchair.
Yeah, I was pushing him, he was pushing me.
So okay, did I ever tell you about the story about Miguel and Andrea with the wheelchair?
Go on.
You know how Miguel is.
You know it's a good story anytime it starts with a giant sigh.
Yeah, and that's like the majority of my stories always start that way, just like.
All right,
okay,
listen to this one.
Just, hold my beer. Hold on. Hold
my beer.
Hold on. So Miguel, you know how Miguel and Andrea are. They are very much how they are. So one year, they came with me, my mom, and my dad to St. Augustine. And you've never vacationed with me and my family, but to give you context, we're very active. We don't stop. We keep moving. We don't sit and enjoy the scenery. We do like a lot of like attractions. We do shows. Like we're always doing something. Miguel is very much the type of person where like after 10 steps he has to sit down. So they got tired during something we're doing in St. Augustine, and Miguel saw that they had a wheelchair rental. So he was trying to convince his wife, saying, "All right, I'm gonna rent a wheelchair, and you push me around for like a half hour, then I'll push you around a half hour, and we'll keep going back and forth with this." And I overheard this, and I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? We've only been walking for 20 minutes." He's like, "That's 20 minutes I could have been pushing." Just like. You are a programmer. You're thinking with efficiency. So every time, that's like been a joke with me and my family ever since. Because my mom and dad hurt too. You know, keep in mind, this is my mom who does like they go dancing for fun. And my dad goes like diving and plays racquetball for fun. So for him having to bum me right now, this is weird.
Yeah.
We got another one?
No, it's still still acts up every now and then. He's better now, finally.
Good.
But that's like that's how they are. So like when they heard Miguel say that. Holy shit, my family is just like, every time they see Miguel, they're like, oh, wait, Miguel's here. And my dad gets like a stroller. He's like, okay, we got the stroller ready for you. I got the baby carriage for you this time.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, it's pretty cool like the 20 minutes they let me have that motorized thing, I'm just like all around the park.
It's like a very slow Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Get off my lawn.
Well, like
I feel like I just want to do that now. Like go to who's
slow Mario Kart.
Yeah, like go to Disney, rent like a bunch of carts. Like
but we all have to dress like Mario characters.
And then you have to dress as a Mario character. And
oh, dude! All right, we get Joey. Get him dressed like Waluigi. I dress like Wario. And then we just go around. Wah!
All I hear now is that Waluigi song from last time.
Oh god, I was thinking about this. I don't know if you saw our Discord recently, but there's a whole Waluigi like list of songs we were playing at one point.
Really? There's a Waluigi sub Discord in our Discord?
We have the Don't Let Your Memes Be Memes area that I've created. Actually, I just call it the down the meme hole is what I call it.
Let your memes be memes. That's good.
Either we're super entertained to the chat right now, or they just don't know how to respond to the shit we're talking about because no one's saying anything.
Well, I'm just gonna let you know right now, Remi, that if we ever do that, where we get the handicap carts and Mario stuff, like that will be a line that I can check off my bucket list. Like seriously, like
just
every time I see a motorized cart, I'm like, man, that would be so cool. Just. Okay,
I don't know.
Final lap.
I don't know if I showed you guys this or not, but Avid does all those team building things, right?
Okay.
I saw one video where essentially they took balloons and attached them to people's ankles, and then they played that Mario Kart thing where you're trying to like hit the balloons off people.
Okay, the battle mode.
Yeah, and you had to. They were essentially trying to go around chasing each other, trying to stomp each other's balloons on their ankles.
That's awesome.
That's not gonna result in some
We
broken
definitely need
legs.
balloons if we do this.
I'm just saying, like.
But like, can you imagine like we're going like 2 miles an hour, like just trying to ram into each other?
Oh yeah.
No,
Not only that.
You'll get talked to and potentially thrown out.
And then in the meantime,
No.
and then right when they do that, whang.
You also have to have
No, but,
somebody,
like-
live stream it to Twitch or something.
Like, how awesome would it be if
I mean, it
it's
could
like
be done.
we all go in there, we have like our backpacks and they have the costumes on them, and we're like, okay, we're all gonna go to the
All right,
cart.
just go to the bathroom real
We're gonna
quick.
go to the motorized
just
carts.
change.
No, we gotta get the motorized carts first. We go to the
Okay.
motorized
Not
carts.
in costume.
Not a
We
costume.
we find like a point in the park where we can do a loop.
We
We go to a bathroom near it while someone watches the carts, and then we all come out, get in our carts, and then just do like 3 laps around that area.
Full hour later.
Yeah. So we
You
don't
also
need.
have to make sure you're not putting anybody else in danger.
Right.
That they will
So that's part of the
eventually.
challenge is like you have to avoid the crowd while you're doing it. Like there's no weapons or items or anything that we throw at each other, but like you gotta dodge all these people.
Renting those electric carts are like $80.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm not
Oh,
joking.
I'm definitely playing Mario Kart with that. Fuck that. $80? I'm gonna need my money's worth.
Oh yeah. They actually have like a battery meter on them, like you can like throttle them up or down. So like you can have it like super low and then just hit it and then you're going like slow, or you can like crank it all the way up and you're like her mom, I hate your mom when she's in one of those things because she's like she'll crank that thing to like max speed and then just take off. And she'll just assume we're behind her. She'll never look. She'll never look. Like
Jeanette,
she'll be like, "Follow me, guys. I know where to
I
go."
just added you as an admin. I forgot to do that earlier.
Cool.
She'll be like, "Follow me, guys. I know where the next place is," and then she'll just take off through the crowd, and we're like, "We have kids and stuff. We gotta." Also, I'm on foot. Screw you guys.
There you go.
And then she'll go a while, and I'll watch her because I'm starting to lose track of her, and then she just never looks. She never looks behind her. She doesn't even care.
She doesn't look as often as Graham would like.
Never. She never looks.
Once she hits the throttle, there's no looking back.
She doesn't care at all who's behind her. She just assumes we'll all be there when she gets to the destination.
She does.
It drives
Not
me
as long as
crazy.
she would like. It's because she gets pretty far out.
God, there's a movie where they made fun of this exactly. I can't remember now. And it's literally like you see like throttling up the car and everything, and they're going like 1 mile an hour, like in little tiny carts.
It's like soft jam. It's like Charlie's gonna come out. Charlie Brown.
Yeah, no,
It's very like.
it is very much.
I'm standing next to Charlie Brown in an elevator.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's what Rebecca hears every time I talk to her now. It's like, how can I go ahead and get a job? Well, all you have to do is. Oh man.
How can I be a better adult? Well, first you gotta
How can I be a better adult? I like how we're like the old men that like say, no, your adult card is taken for today. Oh man.
She's like, what do you mean?
The hell is this? Giving that 5 more minutes, that song's... Okay, no, man, sorry. Gotta veto that one. That's not hitting the PG roll. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
We might need to do this one too.
I already did.
You wanna grow.
Light skin, love you, bro, but like you can't do those songs in a stream. It not only blanks out when I download this later, you know, the audience.
No, I'm saying this one too. You might need to.
No, this is Pair After the Rapper.
Oh, okay.
Meticulous. I do my best to guard my own premises. What's your name? What's your name, fool?
What's my name? What's my name, fool?
What's that sound? Who that be? Huh?
What's that sound? Who that be? Huh?
Where you come from? Where you come from?
Where I come from? Where I come from?
You think you're big? You think you're big, kid?
I think I'm big.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Like, honestly, as long as the songs aren't very vulgar, it's totally cool. It's just that, you know, we may be attracting more younger people watching our streams when they're doing the game development stuff. Want to try to keep it, you know, think of it like Mickey Mouse. Try and keep it accessible for everyone. As we say, we're gonna take go-karts and freaking dress up like Mario characters.
Oh, nice. I know this one.
Ooh, excuse me.
You can skip the song, it's gonna make you yawn.
Sorry.
No songs in Vegas yard.
Nope, we have a commitment. We gotta listen to these songs. What? What just happened?
What did you do?
I saw it for a split second, corner of my eye. Okay, so you're gonna hang out there.
Oh.
Oh, I see. You perfectly had to do the triple jump with that boost from the door.
Yeah. But it's also, I had my controls enabled still while I was doing this.
I see. So you weren't stopping Floppy while that was happening. Whee! Goodbye, Floppy.
Wow.
Hello,
Space
darkness, my old friend.
I mean, that was not intended, but I'm not saying it's not cool.
But anyways, boop, focus camera.
Nice. And we got the timer countdown. It's perfect. Let me get that file and I'll start playtesting it in the level.
Okay. And this is part of the multi-unlock thing,
Multi-unlock.
which is still a hot mess.
Hot and messy.
Hot and messy. But I'll get it up for you.
Okay. Just let me know what's up on Ripple.
Yeah.
What the hell is this playing? Is this you?
That is not me. It's Icarus.
Is Rebecca secretly in here?
That depends. Is this BTS or not?
Oh, that's true. Kawaii desu. Just so I just post it. Hold on, how long's our playlist now? We might have like a very long playlist
No,
going.
I'm at number 3 right now.
Yeah.
Okay, thought we had a whole bunch of them.
My mom's on her way to bring me a book for making balloon animals.
Okay.
I've done it before when I was in college, but
Okay.
it's been a while. And she wants me to do it for
For little kiddos.
well, they're having like an accounting party.
Any balloon animals?
Yeah, she was like, would you do it again? And I was like, I mean, got the stuff for me. I'd probably have to practice beforehand.
Just give me the stuff.
And I said I'd probably pick like 4 or 5 different main things they do, and I just do those 4 or 5 things.
You get a
really well.
snake. You get a hot dog. And you
No.
get a puffer fish just around one.
No, but things, the things that are generally popular are like the sword, like the little crown or something like that.
Mhm.
You know, if I can do like a few of those things, I can do them pretty well.
Okay.
Because I've done them before. I gotta like practice it again.
I get it.
But the idea of blow some air, do some twist stuff, twist that
Do
around
some
it.
twisty twists.
Yeah. Airs and twists. You have to do something like really dangerous with Floppy now. Dangerous.
Just have him run in circles.
Jump off cliffs.
Just every time this music plays, he's just like looking at the edge of a cliff or something.
No.
Gonna make it! I miscalculated!
I don't know if you can see the video on this one though.
Okay. It was actually pretty cool.
It is. It's really cool. They're all dressed up like.
Yeah, in the
At the
Victorian.
very beginning, they all walked in like we're going to be there to pop it, right? You know, they bust out with this.
And they're like headbanging as they're doing
Yeah,
it.
because it's dun dun. Yeah.
This guy broke his string.
Oh yeah, they're going at it like hard. Love it. Watch this video. Alright, back to work.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Oh my god.
What?
No, this is a video, yes.
Oh, no, not more. But you should post that on Regio's page.
No, like, I'm not gonna song request it, but I want at least Jeanette, she can watch this video because it's hilarious.
Why does you?
Because we only like the phone.
Seriously, ever since I've seen Aggressive Retzko, it's Regio's in my mind.
Right.
Every time I watch
I
it.
can't not see it.
Yeah. Especially when she shows like, oh, listen to this band I like the BTS stuff.
Yeah.
That's like when she's like normal, and then like when she's just being Regio's, it's like when it's like the he's like I can't unsee it. It's one of the few animes I can watch in English and equally laugh as hard at. It's actually, I would arguably say it's better in English because when you hear the parts where he goes death metal, it's clearly a man's voice.
Yeah.
Let me know when it's up so I can pull.
Right. I did that already.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, let me close.
I gotta show you how to set it up too, because
There's a system.
yeah, you gotta use the multi behavior now,
Okay,
or
that's
the
fine.
multi unlock,
Give me a second.
and then you have to use the new door, because
Old door doesn't work.
old door was. I still gotta hook a few things up for the new door though, because it doesn't work the same. Like it doesn't have the same flashy bits.
I mean, to be fair, it's probably going to be remade art-wise. Like, so
Okay.
don't get too caught up on it. Just as long as it opens and closes, all that matters.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
this door, we're probably going to use this for switches, and we're
Uh-huh.
going to use this, the ones that actually block. We may recolor this with different gems or some shit in different colors. I need to talk with Anthony about it still.
Yeah.
And I figure for timers, we'll probably have a different door too. So clearly,
Yeah, so
it's
the
like
door I'm okay, like it's gonna be total throwaway, but I added a few bits in the base class stuff to give you more functionality,
okay. Let me pull.
and it just means that we gotta be more mindful of it. What's this?
Disturbed.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh no, Steam Summer Sale. I guess the good news is a friend threw me some games. Bad news is my backlog just got even bigger. Yup. Steam Summer Sale today.
I'm not looking at until my new hard drive comes in. Because that was my game.
Remi.
Summer sales!
Mr. Square Peg. Want to see something funny, Remi?
Sure. I feel like I'm gonna regret that, but sure. Okay. Seems to have updated. And then the good thing is, timers will be done at this point, so we can move into other stuff.
Yep. So what I ended up doing was in the base unlock thing, I added a instead of just doing this all through the freaking tick function, which was getting
Just slow down.
convoluted. Well, you had to jump through fucking hoops to get him to do anything. What was that?
Care about it for sign.
Is that us? Oh.
I think you forgot to give us the air context of your tweet. Because we just see what you wrote to him. I don't see where the original is.
That's weird. Usually
Yeah, usually it has like a chain.
the reply. What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
Chrome is acting all weird. That was today.
Oh god. It's damage report. Just tell me the damage report every morning when I read this shit about this guy.
Man, I don't know, like, how he's able to do so much tweeting. Like, doesn't he have a job to do? Like, doesn't he? I mean, I guess on the other hand, like, I'm glad he's not doing that job because it could be so much worse.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean, we just had to deal with this shit like the past
mean-
week about like, oh, we're gonna take kids away from people. Sorry.
But at the same time, Space Force.
Yeah, how about instead of making a new branch of the military, just fund NASA?
But Space Force.
How are they gonna get up there?
Space Force. Thoughts and prayers to Space Force.
Like, what's the Space Force gonna do? They're gonna look at the sky? Like, we have a whole department that's our sole purpose is to shoot things into space.
I think there was a joke that I read yesterday where it said, I can't believe there's a guy who wants to make a literal space marine army, and I still hate him. And I'm like, oh man.
Oh my God, he's gonna. So Donald Trump is the head of the Space Marines, right? So does that mean we're all chaos because we're against him?
Heresy.
Heresy.
I mean, you're either a loyalist or you're a heretic.
Does that mean that he's the emperor?
I mean, I don't want to say that's true.
I mean,
but
don't
if
get
he
me wrong.
makes
We are living in a dictatorship at this point, so maybe he is the emperor.
I mean, emperor.
He's just not emperor for life yet.
That's true.
Yet, Remi.
Yeah. Until he sits on the golden throne.
Dude,
he becomes purely orange at that point.
you know that? Oh, what the fuck? It was like all these kids and shit that are like getting shipped off to like abandoned Walmarts and shit. Like they actually have like a big ass picture of him like at the facility. So it's like that's not like communist or not like North Korean dictator or Mao Zedong level kind of bullshit. Like I'm the guy that put you here. Like yay! Like what the fuck is that supposed to serve?
Jesus.
Heresy.
Heresy. That's exactly what it serves. Heresy.
Oh man.
So where is this thing? All
right. So first thing you need to get is a multi. There should be like a multi.
I see M's. Mem fragment.
Multi thingy. What the fuck is it called?
What did you call your own thing?
Multi unlock thing.
Where is it under? In environment?
No, it should be right there.
Where is there?
Yeah. It should be
In environment?
in environment.
Okay, I'm in environment right now. It's called multi-lock thing.
Oh, there it is. I didn't add that. Look, man. I just gotta hit the mark for add button.
Which means I have to close Unreal and pull again, but it's fine. This is fine.
Fox News told me it was like summer camp. Yeah, if summer camp is a place that you get to go and you're not allowed to leave, and you don't actually have any freedom, like that's cool, right?
I like this music video. Let me know when it's full. Or first, rather.
You have the unlock thing behavior enum?
Unlock thing, let's see. Unlock thing base BP, unlock thing behavior. Yeah, enum's there.
Okay. I don't know why my Unreal's not updating.
Are you connected to source control?
I am. Let's see what I got. Let's see. Multi-unlock thing. Unlock door. Unlock door copy. I don't want that. Boop. What you doing?
Checking the battery life.
Battery life. Harry Potter and the Sniper in the Tower taught me this is a normal thing. Alright, it should be up.
Alright, I'm gonna
Like
pull
for
it.
reals this time.
For reals? Let's find out.
Like for real.
Not for fake reels, for
Not
real
for
real.
fake reels.
Okay, what file I did? Let's see. It was Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yep.
It's getting there. Or maybe not. Do I need to load you again? Watch, I load 2 of them now.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
I don't know. Let's go ahead and finally.
That's the first one.
Forget it, Eric! Ravels.
Trash night.
Yeah.
I had to actually make a reminder for myself for that.
Well, it's because of your HOA bullshit, right?
No, it's because if I miss it, that shit gets overloaded by the next week.
Oh, you only have once a week? You have twice a week?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Dude, who has twice a week? You have twice a week?
No, I mean, I just have a dumpster in my back,
Oh.
in my back area. I'm in an
Yeah,
apartment.
we just get once a week.
I could have sworn my parents had twice a week.
That's pretty high fancy living right there.
No. They had garbage once a week, but recycling was a different day. That's why I'm thinking that.
That's weird.
It was.
Ours come on the same day. Oh, I just gotta remember to put them out before night. Before the clock strikes 12, Remi.
Jesus. Come on, Unreal. You can fucking do it. Go faster.
Waluigi! Dude, Regio's posted a thing like the other day of like, man, I wish I had friends and just could play like Mario Kart and go drink it all night. I'm like, I replied to it saying, you know I have Mario Kart, right?
And I think I also said a thing of like, when you want to hang out.
Yeah.
Okay, we're old.
I would
That's
love.
what it
Yes,
is.
we're old. We're old. We're not cool enough for that.
Uh-huh.
Even though we dance circles around here in Mario Kart.
Right? I did open 2 of them.
Told you.
Okay. Alright, so let me go back to my map. So I think I'm over. I think I'm Red and Stimpy.
I need more hairballs, Stimpy. I can make Jeanette gag by making that sound.
I mean, it is a gross sound.
Yeah. Look, I pride myself on the sounds I can make.
If I don't get audio pretty soon, I'm just gonna record you. make a water noise. Splish.
Splish.
Okay, so
That'll be one of our Twitch stream contests. Is we need this kind of a sound effect. Send in your submissions.
Send your submissions. That is not attracting trouble. That is not attracting trouble whatsoever. Because we're gonna hear like weird noises, like dick slapping noises and shit. I don't want that, man. Just give it.
Yeah, but then they don't get the prize. Okay.
It's literally just gonna hear.
We'll just make Jeanette listen to them all and then pick the best one.
What did Jeanette throw up? Oh, someone did a gag noise again. Okay, so it's under
So there should be a that one. So then that should just give you like a little arrow. That's fine. Just keep track of him for a minute.
Okay.
Oh, it's not building. Why is it not building?
Bad blueprint.
Open it up.
I'm opening. Uh-oh.
Let me find my recorder.
Unnamed, no longer exist, Heno relock.
Oh. Did I?
Yeah, it's all pointing at Heno unlock.
Mother. Open up the unlocked base BP. Because
In here or like
no, like back in the content browser, there should be like an unlocked
unlock
thing
thing?
BP. Yeah, that one. No, it doesn't.
Here.
Why? I know I committed that.
One down. the garbage since I've created it.
Oh, God damn it! I hate this shit so much.
Did you forget to commit and everything?
Well, like on here, it's like, oh, it's you got it checked out. It's different.
What about the enum
But,
at
like,
the far right?
this
It's
little
plus.
fucking asterisk. Well, it doesn't update now either. I don't know why it's not doing it.
So you have to like save
All this stuff's checked in, but none of this is updating here.
No,
and it's like that there is saved. There isn't saved.
It isn't
That's
saved.
bad.
When it has an asterisk, it's not saved.
Yeah, that's what happened here. Is it didn't actually ever save my updates, even though I told it to.
Well,
I don't know. I need to restart my computer anyways. Blip. All right.
all right. So
One more
again.
time.
What passion? We're doing this again.
with much vigor.
Vigor. Yeah, exactly.
Timing can't be better on this stuff.
Was this you or is this someone
This
else?
is me. This is all radios when she's like, I rest her.
She said she posted something recently that I made fun of, where it was like, post something honest about me. Rules. I can't reply. And then I think I responded back, "Get a job, you hippie, get off my lawn." I think I posted that, and then like, no response. And I'm just like, oh, she played the rules of the game. This is great.
I can say anything to her. Oh man, she told me that she joined a group, a meetup for the stupid music she likes.
Okay.
Which is like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, you know, she's like, I made friends. I'm like, I don't believe it. Screenshotter didn't. I told her screenshotter didn't happen. And then she linked me pictures. I was pretty impressed.
She was ready.
I was like, where did you find other friends?
Where'd you find friends?
She's like, oh, this group, this meetup I did, like this band I like. Oh, I'm like, oh, okay, so here I got your group hats, and I just sent her like the trash can hat.
Well done. This is the reason why we're friends. God, we tag off each other way too much. Oh man,
she was like, you son of a bitch. Just let it go.
So, oh man, I was gonna Photoshop like a picture of like a garbage bag and just put like BTS on it and say, can't wait for a new album. And just post it on her page. Oh man.
But yeah, we went and we actually went and had Bowie yesterday, and we were hanging out. And
So wait, is she in the area now?
no,
So that's a far drive.
she works in the area.
That's far.
Yeah,
Dude, she's like an hour away.
yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
whatever.
her paint night stuff's out here. Like, so she,
Oh, for the paint night stuff. Okay.
yeah. So like, she'll come out, she'll hang out with me for like a little bit, and then go like do her job stuff. But like, we were hanging out the other night, and she's like talking about all this cool stuff her group was doing there with her.
Mm-hmm.
Like they totally didn't kidnap her to a house with the rest of the meetup group for a weekend. This is like the BTS like meetup group, by the way. They're all like, oh my god, cool, like, this is like the whole group. There were a whole mess of them, and they're like, and it was like 12 of them were like, hey, we're gonna get this house and have a nice fun weekend together. You coming, right? Okay, bye. Let's go. And they just took her. Like it feels like it was kidnapping, but
I feel like that's like, you know, don't drink the Kool-Aid, but too late type of moment, but whatever.
I mean, whatever. She was talking about him, and she seems like she's having a really good time with
That's
him.
good. That's good.
She's actually like happy for
Good.
once,
Good.
because you know it's good to not see her all ragios all the time.
Right?
But yeah, like she's doing pretty good.
That's good. Next time you guys hang out, shoot me a text, and if I'm in the air, I'll swing by too.
She didn't even know that we were doing this thing, the streaming.
The streaming?
Yeah, because I was like, you talked to Remi? She's like, no. I was like, well, we're streaming stuff now, but our game stuff. She's like, oh yeah? I was like, yeah, you can come in and do song requests. She's like, I might do some song requests sometime. I'm like,
BTS.
I mean, not your garbage, but you know.
Oh my god. This poor girl. Alright, so unlock thing, a multi-unlock thing is in here. What do I do?
Okay, so pull in the door, the double door, the copy. Pull in the copy. Just pull one in. Just boop. And then camera. Click on that guy again. The arrow. Or that guy. And then needle dropper. And then click that. And then go back to the multi. And then go down. Right there. Behaviors. And then it defaults to timer.
And that's series and all the other ones.
None of them are made yet.
Okay, so just timer for now.
Yeah, timer. Time limit. So how long do you want the thing to stay unlocked?
Okay, what's current time?
The current time. So as soon as you hit it, it will
Count down from 0 to 10.
Yeah, it'll do a 0 to 10.
Okay.
I should hide that.
No, it's fine. I might do something with that in the future.
So pretty much the timer is including the timeline to go down.
Okay, so for the multi-unlock thing, how does the player interact with it?
So now, if you drag in a switch, you can drop her that.
Ah, okay.
So it's a chain. It's a chain now.
It's a chain of drop. I get it.
Yeah.
We might have to do something that's easily clickable in the future.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's just adding a mesh that hides during gameplay.
Okay.
So now you just hit play, you interact with the switch, and it should unlock the door for 10 seconds. Which, by the way, is a 5-second animation.
What do you mean 5-second animation?
Like, the timeline for the door to go down is now 5 seconds. Down from 8 or something. So like I said, the total time of the timer takes that into account. So...
Okay, where is this stupid thing? There it is. Okay, let's test it out real quick.
Yep, where's your door?
Moved it over there, I think.
The new one? The one you just put in?
What did I do with it? Hold on.
I thought it was right next to it.
Unlock door. Oh, I must have moved it off by accident. Where did I move it? Oh, I moved it way too far. That's what happened. I fucked up. Okay, so we get rid of this guy. And we're going to make this one Gigantor. Because, you know, doors need to be giant. Okay, let's test it out. Yeah, good time for this music.
So where's the door?
Over there.
Over there.
And there's a whole challenge. Is it doing
that's
it?
interesting.
It's not coming down.
It also didn't pull the camera over.
Yeah.
Put it like next to you just to test it out.
Sure.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's giant. It's on purpose, though. I mean, these doors are like 20 times the size of the normal door because, you know...
Yeah. Turtle Temple.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it.
Okay. Okay. Alright. And... Boop.
Huh. So the timer's going because it's printing out there.
It is. What about is unlocked, is active?
Nope, don't need those. This is the unlocked door copy. Yeah, you shouldn't need to do anything on that.
Multi-lock thing. Wait. After receive input? Nope.
Nope.
Set as a timer. Unlock reset.
Oh.
Is unlocked is active?
Set the unlock reset to
1.
Yeah. reset is on the door or the multi? Unlock reset. Okay, it's on the multi. There it is.
Okay.
No, you shouldn't need anything to unlock reset.
So what about the Switch? What about time reset for the Switch?
Reset time?
On the Switch itself.
Oh, time to reset? No, you don't need that.
Okay.
That's not actually a thing I'm using yet.
So multi-unlock is
Door.
door, you don't have anything set for it either. Weird. Another case of it's working on my machine.
Well, like I said, I've been having some weird behavior on mine.
So do this real quick. Exit out. And go to the folder.
Unlock door.
That was kind of what I was going to get at. Save all 3 of them, then I want you to check them in.
Yeah, but some of that stuff is stuff I don't want.
Yeah, check out selected.
Those guys I don't care about. I don't want them.
I get it, but like, just to be on the safe side, since the behavior is working for you. Okay, now, yeah. Do the whole set. I mean, we can roll it back if it fucks up again. And I'll save this for now. Let me know what's up.
It's all up.
Okay.
I mean, at worst case now, you should have my third-person map where you can test it. But, it's weird. It's like, it's not... It shouldn't have to be... It should have been fine.
Yeah, but whatever. Shit happens.
Yeah. I'd say you, probably follow it through the blueprint next. I don't know. Oh. No, I think I messed up something in the BP switch.
Why?
That's probably why it didn't work. No, I think there was a change in the BP switch that I made.
Okay, so that's probably
that might have been it.
Okay, so then this push will fix it.
Yep. Now everything is looking pretty good.
Oh no, it's starting.
What?
Things on my wish list are on sale.
Oh, I know.
Oh no.
I know, man.
I still
Not
haven't.
good.
So the funny thing is like, I keep telling myself, like, once I'm done with Hyrule Warriors, I'll go to the next game, which the next game for me was going to be going back to Celeste and finishing it. And then after that, I was going to play Darksiders, or Battle Chasers, rather. Because I've been wanting to play Battle Chasers since it came to Switch. What I did realize, Hyrule Warriors is designed that you play it for fucking ever. It has, assist. Oh, in here? I don't know if your map is committed. It's not.
No, it's not.
That's okay, I have erased it up.
So Hyrule Warriors is designed to be played forever?
Well, it's like, after you beat the main campaign, which takes a good chunk of time, then you play the second campaign because you play the bad guys, then that's done. Okay, then after that, they have this free adventure mode where, like, you go and explore around, like, in a classic NES-style map.
Yeah.
And then you go to, like, grid spaces, and every grid space has a condition and a battle condition and, like, certain things that happen. So, like, it's a whole bunch of mini things. But what's cool about it is that you unlock additional content that way. I discovered there's still another 20 characters I haven't unlocked. And I wanted to at least see some of them, but they have it gatekeeping behind. You have to go past this whole system of you gotta go down our puzzles to get the characters. And I'm like, So I'm enjoying the game, but it's just kind of like becoming like now like work, and that's kind of like what's bugging me about it.
Yep.
So I may be switching from that to
next.
Yeah. maybe switching from that to fucking, I don't know, probably finish Celeste. Aha, so it was BP switch.
That's right, because I changed it from just setting something to unlock to, wait for it.
Jesus. Hey Aaron, how you doing?
I set something from just being unlocked to it's actually triggering, unlock this thing. Like it's triggering specific events now for unlock and then relock.
I see. Okay. Well, good. That fixes it. Now I can go ahead and set this.
Aaron Simpson, hi guys.
So I need to take into account that the animation time itself takes 5 seconds, not including the time I set.
Yeah.
Nice work. Nice work.
Thank you.
This guy did it all.
Thank you guys.
I am just, playing with buttons now and acting like I know what I'm doing, but, pro tip, I don't.
Yeah, let me clean the switch thing up for a little bit more.
That's fine. No, this works perfectly.
Yep.
It would be nice if the timer didn't take into account the animation of it going down. That it was just what I put in, but if I have to factor it in, that's fine.
Well, I think that that's the timeline for that. Yeah, it's weird because the timer is actually handled in the multi-unlock.
It's whatever.
And there's because there's a timeline in the door. Then how do you really handle it?
It's fine.
I don't know. Because if you want to have the camera, if you want to have the camera up there looking at it, well then that's. But as far as the multi-go cares, it's just like, hey, this is open for this long, and then we're gonna close it. Like it's just a relock set timer. Was Floppy like bouncing when he did that?
There's some weird wonky shit going on with Floppy. I've also noticed when I glide and I go to like the left and right, there's like some sort of invisible box that Floppy's running into, and like. So the camera didn't go back when the timer ended.
Oh, do you want that?
I thought we were gonna have it.
I mean, we can, but if you're running toward it,
yeah, you disable Floppy in his place.
Well, I made it so that the thing return. Well, you don't do that in Zelda though.
Yeah, it does.
It doesn't close. It doesn't give you the camera view when it closes.
Yes, it does for the timer ones. There are timer puzzles in Zelda that will have like a tick tock,
Yeah,
and then like it'll show you the door down, and then if you don't make it in time, it'll just stop whatever you're doing and show you the door going back up.
Oh.
There's a lot of because they had like puzzles that were like doors around corners, and that's how they dealt with like.
Yeah, but the messaging of the TikTok tells you when it's done.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They always do 3 things. They always do visual, they always do audio, and they always do gameplay. And the gameplay was taken away from the player. That's how they dealt with that.
Okay.
So it's a Nintendo thing. They always do 3s.
If that's the case, then.
But then we're gonna run into the problem of like what happens when Floppy jumps in the air, right? Like that type of deal. We never resolved that problem. It was the same problem that we had with Kara when she grabs the power node and like you're still in the middle of a jump.
You can disable input, but
we need to find a way to hold him in place. Is something we need to consider in the future.
Yeah.
I know I'm opening a can of worms with it, but this is just something we're gonna have to consider down the road. New Floppy's coming, and soon, probably by the end of this week, I'll have Floppy going.
When are we getting another guy to work on real stuff?
We got Joker, right?
Do we?
I can cry and beg. Please, Joker, help us! We do have Anthony too, but like his availability is just it's short. It's only honestly Joker and him are kind of the same thing. They're great, but like they only have time like on the weekends. Anthony does stuff more sporadically throughout the week, but his availability really comes from the weekends.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure if we talk with Joe about this and we schedule it out, I'm pretty sure we can figure something out.
Oh yeah, but I mean, if we want to get this stuff done before our deadline, like
it's just the more The more I'm looking at that calendar, the more I don't think that fucking deadline's happening. I still need to talk with James Morgan about what's going on. Because, honestly, no one has responded back about us showcasing at PAX, so I don't know if we're going to be showcasing. I'm safely assuming not. But what do we do if that's the case? Because I've talked to a lot of publishers, and they've all said, like, yeah, that's cool, no thanks so far. So, I want to make sure if we're going to go to PAX, there's a reason.
Yeah.
If we just need to spend more time working on the game, that's also fine.
Yeah.
I think that it might not be a bad thing for us to consider just
skipping it.
As much as I hate to admit it, I think it's probably the best bet. Only because we spent so much time leading up to the business stuff that it took away from development time.
Yeah.
Now that we're back in development time and everybody's doing what they need to do, yeah, we could crunch for a month and a half, but I think the quality is going to suffer if we do that. However, I think our milestone that we're building towards right now is not bad. I think we should stick
No, I think we're totally on a good track right now as far as some of the features here, but like, I don't know. You know.
Once you and Joe get your official things with the sign-on, I want to kind of like host like a team meeting, like with all four of us, and kind of figure out like a real schedule moving forward. Like this is all stuff that's been in the back of my mind, but we haven't had a chance to talk about it because it's been like, gotta get this done, gotta get this business stuff done. I personally think that if James Morgan says, hey...
There's no way you make it there in 10 seconds, by the way.
Well, I have it set for 30 seconds, but yeah, there's no way.
Oh, you do?
Because there's 5 seconds of time. By the time I get from there to there, it's already 10 seconds. I'm probably going to have to set this for like being like 60 seconds. I want this to be fair.
Yeah.
And then we'll probably have like a fake countdown timer that's not real time. That'll be like 5, 4, 3, like more like that. Like big numbers. Because right now, this is just... where are you? Oh, I'm on the wrong one, aren't I?
Yeah, you need to be on the multi.
Multi. I'm going to have to group these to be...
There's a timer section down there.
Yeah, there it is. Regardless, I think us working at least 2 days a week like we've been is good. It's good traction for what we're doing. It's not quite crunching. It's not quite slacking.
Yeah.
It's not that overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's not like before. It's not like the before time.
The before
It's not like the before time where it's just miserable. This is like
the dark times.
This actually feels fun. I actually feel like I'm hanging out with my friend and I'm like having a good time and I don't hate what I'm doing and I'm questioning why the fuck am I making this. It actually feels like we're accomplishing something.
Yeah. Let's see. What we've been missing some of the chat.
Oh,
here.
there's been channel talk. Totally missed
Man,
it.
you guys are quiet for like hours and then it's all
It's,
a whole bunch of stuff.
okay, Aaron came in. I'm trying to make an RPG for my first game. Oof. Might want to consider something simple like ball and cup. Start small. But let me see.
RPG for my first game. RPG that's 3D voxel for my first game.
Man, he just decided to go hard mode, huh?
I'd say for Aaron, if you want to do it that way, that's definitely one way you can do it, is kind of get your look and feel down first. But at some point, you're still going to need to learn how to do the things you want to do in Unity. And you need to build out some prototype systems to make sure that it's going to work the way you think it's working, and to get a better understanding and feel for how things get programmed in Unity. So, I mean, it's really awesome that you're kind of aiming that high.
Yeah, I mean, shoot for the moon.
But one thing I will suggest is make little pieces, like little game prototypes of specific functions and systems you want, and then over time you'll kind of get a better understanding of how you're going to be able to put all of those together in one big game later. Like, I don't know how well it'll work if you just try to put it all together first try. But if you break them up into things that you feel that are more manageable, then you'll be able to work with those a little bit better. There's been a lot of games out there that are literally like one or two very simple mechanics, and they work. They work well. So don't feel like you gotta go, huge on your first try.
Definitely, like Graham was saying, I would focus on gameplay before trying to discover anything. Unless if you're making a game that's all about the artwork, like a game like Journey or Abzu or whatever, artwork gets people talking about the game, but it's not what makes the game the game. And, even though, like, what you see right now, like, we have a lot of artwork for Floppy, that's true, but we prototype everything before we build shit. Or we build shit knowing that we're going to have that in the game regardless if it's in or not currently, because it's something that's necessary for gameplay. I would highly recommend that you try not to get down the rabbit hole of developing artwork and style and feel before you have a game in place. Trust me, you can be in hell for that for years doing it. I've seen it professionally too. But if you enjoy that, I mean, by all means, do it. Just keep in mind, what I'm grain of salt.
So actually, the thing you mentioned there, the link to the past game is a pretty good kind of example to kind of pick certain systems out and try to build them out. Like, for example, like make one prototype of, your character from like a 2D view, walk around, have him walk in and out of buildings and different terrain elements.
Yep.
Then after that, take that, put it over there, make a new prototype of the combat system you want. Just like where it's the game, like when you hit play, it's literally you versus a guy doing stuff. And I mean, if you break them out into these little things, you'll find a way to like understand each of the little pieces of systems better. But you also might stumble across a good idea or a mechanic you really like and make a game out of that. And the big RPG game you can kind of come back to over time and add in stuff to it. But like you'll find these little gold nuggets along the way, and those might turn into good games as well.
He's right. I didn't think about? How's the player going to get out of this room? I probably got
easy, you hit the bumper.
Ta-da! Ta-da! Locked in the room. I'm probably going to make a walkway in here that goes really high up that you could never theoretically jump through. So then that way you can walk out of the room. Mm-hmm. It works. Mm-hmm. It works finally. Yay!
Yep.
I think it's probably a good place to kind of...
So, one thing that you probably could do with this multi now... Mm-hmm. I took that. I made it not an array. Never mind. One of the things I used to have for the multi was...
Oh, man.
Wait, who followed
Steri Izaka. Thank you for following.
Oh, did we miss Well Thought Out as well?
Oh, we did, apparently. Well thought out. Thank you for following.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for following. We do appreciate it, even if we don't see it right away because we're arguing.
Yeah, we're talking design as we're developing, so, sometimes we lose track.
One of the things I had on that before was that there was an array of unlocked things. Mm-hmm. So in theory, if there's an array of them and you all want them to be on a timer, then they could be. So... Mm. Or if it's an array and you just unlock them, then they all theoretically could just unlock.
I see what you're getting at. So like I have multiple doors, which would be kind of cool for a puzzle later.
Yeah. So there's that. There's just the hook there. It'll be there eventually.
Okay.
Better way.
Aaron Simpson, thank you for following. Oh man, everybody's following when we're about to call it evening. Yeah. I feel bad. But we stream.
Aaron Simpson, thank you very much.
We stream Tuesdays and Thursdays on the project, and we stream from 7 p.m. to roughly 10:30. We're getting pretty close to our evening. I also work on Saturdays developing artwork for the game, which you'll see me working this Saturday on Floppy. I have to update the character model, and I have to make some more artwork for the second world, so I will be doing that for a few hours on Saturday if you want to catch that stream.
I work with my kids.
Yeah, you work with your kids. the creative director in the legal department.
Yep. Aaron Simpson, good luck on your game, man. Feel free to come in and give us updates on what you do.
Yeah, and for any of you who just followed, if you want to really keep up with us, we do have other social media. We do the live stream and Twitch, but Discord is kind of our home. So if you want to join our community, the link is below. All the green tabs that I have below our stream have links to Discord, Facebook, Instagram, our website, Reddit, a donations page, whatever.
Also, if you like what we got and want to support us, feel free to subscribe every once in a while. We do appreciate that as well.
We do.
And then you get those sweet, sweet bunny icons.
Yep. I mean, who doesn't want a floppy icon? Like one of those, or maybe one of these.
The Angry Remi.
The Angry Remi, Tier 3. No, I mean, this is awesome. This honestly is going to help me a lot.
Yeah.
So, this level, the next thing I would like for you to kind of move into, now that we have timers working, and we have water theoretically working. Water still had some funkiness with it, but we can go back to that. I need the Simon Says ring going.
The what? The Simon Says ring?
I need that because that's the intricate puzzle design for this. And what I can do is I can
What do you mean ring when you say ring?
I need...
Because that's two different things. You have the Simon Says and the rotate rings.
Oh, I meant rotating ring. I'm sorry. Not the Simon Says.
Okay.
So I need the rotating ring, and the idea is that I can set... I guess, we could just treat it like collisions for now. Because I was thinking about this the other day. So what we can do is you can take 3-cylinder meshes, which I have in the level design primitives, and then just put those in the blueprint, small, medium, large. And then we can place in there collisions. And as long as they line up with the collisions at the points that we set, then they activate or deactivate. That was one way I was thinking about handling it. And then we could select the middle, end, and top of it. We're going to have to probably talk about that one more in detail because I know I'm kind of bullshitting that one top of my head.
Yeah, I'll have to sit down and actually think through it.
I was thinking about it in detail too, like what happens if we want to have inner ring when you rotate that. Does that counterclockwise turn the outer ring? Like, do we make it that intricate or do we just turn ring, ring, ring?
We can eventually, but I think for the first version, we just want to do the ring, ring, ring.
I think that would be the easier
Banana phone! No.
And the idea I was thinking was, like, at least for this iteration, is we'll have it literally look like an arrow for now.
Okay.
And
yeah, because once we get like the messed up version and the solved version, you can slap any texture you want on it.
So what I was thinking is, like, we're gonna have it just be like an arrow, and then if you line up all the arrow ends going to the right corner, that room unlocks. So then that might be like 2 rotations, 1 rotation, 3 rotations, and that goes that way, and it's a big arrow pointing that way. Then we show like the camera, same way like how we have right now for the timer. Do the same shit, like, oh look, it's unlocked now. We may even be able to use the same door class that you made with the same logic. We may be able to just get away with that.
Yeah, I mean it's an unlocked door, or I mean we can even make an unlocked thing that's specific to this too, like whatever we need.
Yeah, and the idea that I'm thinking is this: the main room is going to unlock room 1, room 2. And room 3. These 3 are all connected to this one. Wait, hold on, no, it's not. I have this on paper. Well, anyway, yeah, the idea is that there's locked room. This one's on a timer, so this one was more tough. This one, I believe, this one had a neural lock inside of it. That's what it was.
You asked for it.
Let me double check that before because I feel like I'm saying something that's not true on paper. Come on, Discord.
I mean, I just gotta get the thing so that it unlocks certain things in sequence. Yes!
There it is.
Ring, 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 banana phone. Ring, 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 banana phone.
I've got this feeling so appealing for us to get
Ring, 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 ring. Banana phone. Come on, Remi! Ring, ding, ding, dong, ding, dong, dong. Banana phone!
Yeah, actually, you know what? I only had these two.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I had this one locked and this one locked, but then I had it that this one, you had to come back into this room, and this one unlocked this door here. And then this had a mini puzzle of the same one. That's why I did that. Because I had two. I had two of the rotating puzzles. That's what it was. I'm like trying to remember my train of thought. I totally threw. So the idea was. Damn it! No friend of mine, banana phone.
It's great.
So yeah, the idea was that the main chamber had 4 sections with the sticky goop.
Yeah.
And if you jumped into that particular sticky goop, it would actually teleport Floppy back. Like it was too much. Like it just sinks.
Yeah.
The idea was that every section needed to get flooded with water. So water pump 1, 2, 3, and 4. These are the rooms you need to go into. You hit a pump in there, and these areas get flooded with water in section 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the idea was you walk into the main chamber. This switch opens this door. Then you see this big thing in the middle. You're like, oh, okay, I interact with that. You start interacting with it, and then like it will kind of give you a freebie, and then like it's only one rotate away from this one, and then it'll show the camera going here. You're like, oh, okay. So then you go out here, and then you open this one, and then you hit the water pump for this one, which is for this section here, which now will reveal another switch, and there's another switch in this room as well. If you hit this switch, it unlocks the door that was blocking your path this way. If you go back out, because you would see like something in there camera-wise, like we'll have the camera look at it, it'll come back here, and you're like, oh, let me hit this switch as well. So what happens is, this unlocks the path here, which allows a player to bypass this room altogether and just say, oh, I'm going to go this way to this room up here. They have that choice. Or they could go back to the main chamber, do another rotational puzzle, and it unlocks this door. And then this one is just platforming, hit the switch, and then this area gets flooded with water. So now you have 2 of the areas flooded. Go through here, then there's a mini version of this in there. It's not as complicated. Rotate, rotate, rotate. This area gets flooded. Go back out, and then this one's the timer one you just saw me doing. Get the timer one, hit the pump, then all 4 of the sections are flooded. You did the temple.
Okay.
It's made to be simple.
Yeah.
It's not made to be super complex, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide a lot of things in this temple once we get the main gameplay going.
Okay.
So there's going to be a lot of sub-paths and secret things, you know.
Yep.
So that's the idea. So right now, timer's working, which is good. Locked thing here works with locked thing there works there, and locked in there works there. So I'm going to have 2 special doors.
One thing you're going to have now with this camera is if you hit the switch here and it unlocks this over here, there's no pathing on it. It's going to go straight through the wall. The inventor of this game should go to jail. What is that?
Oh, I'll show you later. It's funny.
Okay.
Yeah, I get it.
Yup.
We'll figure it out. I mean, honestly, if it just goes looking at the door, it doesn't even teleport, it's just automatically there and it just loads it up, that works too.
Okay.
Because I could make artwork that makes it very clear, like, oh, that's that area. You know. That's how Zelda does it. They don't just zip you to the door sometimes. Sometimes they do. Other times they just show a door. And you kind of have to figure out what door that is.
Yeah.
We're slowly figuring out the gameplay as we're building it. Like, you know, like we know how the gameplay is going to work, but the nuances we're figuring out as we go.
Yep.
But I think this is going to be fun once we have this all working. Alright, let me save this stuff and commit it. I think probably call it evening pretty soon.
Okay. You want to find a channel to raid?
You would have to do that, because I can't... I can put it in the command, but I can't view while I'm doing this. It's too slow.
What do you mean?
Dude, this... With this, and this, it's like, have you noticed the slowdown on my laptop?
Yeah.
So for me to go check in our channel right now would be very, very slow.
Alright, well, I'll go check one.
See if there's any other game devs.
Check them out. Let's see if we got a good one.
Then you should be able to do it yourself. You just type /raid.
Game development.
That top one right there. The second one.
This?
Yeah, what is that? Is he playing the game or is he deving? That's Dead Cells. It's not. He's not deving.
He's just playing it.
Do that in.
There's us.
Yay! Underneath the cat.
Here?
Yeah, it's that one. Oh, he's making artwork for a game. Looks cool though.
It does.
Here, while you do that, I'm gonna get this all going. So, everyone, thank you for swinging by in the stream. It was awesome. We are going to call it an evening, but I will be back on Saturday if you want to join me. We're going to be working pretty heavily on the project for a while, so by all means, please, be part of it. If you like what you saw tonight, please join our Discord. Super active on there, and if you have any suggestions or ideas, just let us know. And well, it was fun. So you all have a great evening, and we'll see you on. I'll see you on Saturday, and Graham and I will see you again on Tuesday.
Good night, guys.
Take care, everyone.